So you just got yourself a Lobo or a POTV one, or maybe a glass adapter to go with your favorite vape, and you've got one of these mini bubblers to go on top for killer hits. Well, now you need to know how to fill it. So let's get into that. On this glass right here, we have 3 little holes in the bottom inner tube, and that's the percolator, or what causes the bubbles. You want to make sure you get the water above that line, somewhere above those holes, or it won't work. It won't cool the vapor. You can still use it, but the water won't do any good. My favorite way to get water into this thing is to just suck it up through the bottom and then let it drain out. And it will drain out sometimes to just above those holes. In this case, it came in just below. So I now need to pull it through the system. And now it's up above the holes just perfectly. So that's actually a perfect water line for this one. Suck it up, let it drain out, and then suck it through again to pull it through. It's about a quarter full, maybe a little less. All you really want to make sure is that when you go ahead and suck on it really hard, you're not getting water through into your mouth. Once you get to the point where you're not sucking water through, that's about as low as you want it. When it comes time to empty it, I like to blow it into a cup or maybe a sink if I'm in the kitchen or the bathroom. Blow it a lot to get all that water out, and then flip it over and go the other way. And that's all she wrote. Then this could sit down and just kind of be off to the side until your next session. I recommend you empty this out every day. If you use your vape every day, I would empty it at the end of the day. Otherwise, as this sits overnight, you'll wake up and it'll be stale the next day. You're not going to want that water anyhow. It's kind of gross tasting. So when you're done vaping for the day, just blow that stuff out and forget about it. We have another piece of glass I'm excited about, the Mini Gordito. And this thing has the same percolator, but we've given it more volume with a wider can. So you can put more water in it, and the water is what cools the vapor. So the idea behind this one is you can take bigger, cooler hits with this than you can with the curved Mini. We'll see. Filling it up is the same way. You're gonna get above those holes. But on this one, I like to pull a little more through it because remember, more water equals cooler vapor, and we gave you a lot of room for water. So let's put more water in this one. Watch when I pull into this. I'll let it drain down and pull it through. Now at this point, it's already pulled through, not gonna drain out. I'm gonna suck on it until I get all the water out that I want. That feels like I won't have any water in my mouth when I use it. And it's usually between 1/3 and 1/2 full. That's a good volume for this bubbler. You'll be able to cool that vapor and take bigger, fatter rips. Again, if you want to empty it at the end of the day, and off you go. There's a little bit of water in there. Sometimes it'll all come out, sometimes it'll be a little bit, but that little bit won't be much of a problem. A quick note on these bubblers, they're spill resistant, not spill proof. So if you were to shake them, you could get water to fly out the ends. If you were to put it in your pocket and walk around with it and jostle it, you might get a few drops to come out. So what I don't like to do is I don't like to fill up one of these bubblers, put it on my vaporizer, and then put it in my pocket. That much shaking around, I might get a little drip that would come down and get into my herbs, and that's no fun at all, having a wet bowl of herbs when you're ready to go. One more tip, if you're like me and you're really messy and you don't really empty out the water that much, don't leave it on your vaporizer. There have been times when I left water in one of these little bubblers and left it on my vaporizer with some spent herb in there already because I'm just really lazy like that, and left it there longer than I meant to. That's a good way to get mold in your vaporizer right there. The water from the bubbler and the herb sitting in there for an extended length of time, no bueno, so don't do that.